Hello, everyone. My name is Angie Levine. I'm your Chief Marketing Officer with Esante Organics, and you and I both have the pleasure of understanding neroli infused with coconut oil. I must say this is already a favorite and a bestseller. Let's dive in now. We're going to be talking about neroli infused with coconut oil, and what are you going to discover? Well, this keynote is going to first cover the problem. What is the problem? Many people are suffering from serious issues like depression and anxiety and decreased libido. So let me ask you a question. Have you personally been touched, or do you know someone who's been touched by depression? What about severe anxiety? What about decreased libido? Society is over-medicated with highly addictive drugs that have extremely harmful side effects, and we're going to go over those in just a moment. And so what's the solution? Neroli infused with coconut oil delivers only healthy ingredients directly into the body without side effects. And you're going to receive some incredible therapeutic benefits, and we're going to go over those as well momentarily. And in closing, you're going to discover how to order neroli infused in coconut oil or how to get it for free. Let's move forward. The problem out there today, as I mentioned a moment ago, is that many people are suffering from depression and anxiety and decreased libido. You don't have to take my word for it. I can share with you that we do have an FAQ at the top right of the website, and people get to submit their questions, and I cannot tell you how many people submit the question of what can I do for not just depression, but severe depression. That is one of our most popular questions that comes into Esante Organics. Another very popular question is, what can I do about anxiety? I have anxiety. My child has anxiety. My friend has anxiety. And typically they don't just say anxiety. They say, what can I do for extreme anxiety? And then when you look at decreased libido, I don't have to talk any further. I can just ask you to go turn on your television, and about every fifth commercial is a testosterone commercial or hormone therapy for both men and women. So let's talk about that a little bit. Why is this such a problem, and what are people reaching for first? Well, the first thing that most people will reach for is medications. Medications have very harmful side effects. We're going to go over that in just a minute. They can create severe dependency, and they can have dangerous withdrawal symptoms. The other problem out there is there are some holistic answers. However, many organic products on the market today lack in performance. And the other problem that we have is, even if you are referring people to their doctor to get medications, or if you are referring a friend or a family member to some type of holistic natural product, you're not getting referral fees. And so all of that changes right here, right now. Let's talk about antidepressants, okay? SSRIs, or what we call selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. So literally you're inhibiting your body from producing serotonin. And what are some of the most popular medications, the most popular antidepressants on the market today? You've probably heard of them. Have you heard of Prozac? Have you heard of Zoloft? Have you heard of Paxil? Well, these are all the go-to drugs, right? It's what most people go to. It's what their doctor prescribes when they're feeling depressed, and they're known as antidepressants. But what's not well known, which you're about to discover now, is that there are some severe, harmful, common side effects. In other words, you don't just get the antidepressant, you also get these side effects: nausea, nervousness, headache, sleepiness, sexual dysfunction, dizziness, upset stomach, and even weight gain. And once you're on the Prozac, Zoloft, Paxil train, it is extremely difficult to get off that train. And once you do stop the drug, withdrawal can be very severe. And an abrupt stop in taking the drug can trigger extreme depression and fatigue and irritability and anxiety and flu-like symptoms and insomnia. And if that doesn't sound bad enough, that's not even the worst part, ladies and gentlemen. When you're dealing with antidepressants, every single antidepressant has a FDA warning across the label. And that, in my opinion, is the worst part of all. The antidepressant suicide risk. And you can read the bottom of your screen in bright yellow. All antidepressants are required by the FDA to carry a warning about the risk of suicidal thoughts, hostility, and agitation. And here's the kicker. This is the craziest part. That FDA warning ends by saying there is also the risk that antidepressants will cause an increase rather than a decrease in depression and anxiety. So what's the point? I don't know. All I know is this is what doctors are recommending, and you should, of course, speak with your doctor. In no way, shape, or form do we ever promote anything that takes the place of drugs, but it's important to understand the harmful common side effects and the suicide risks involved with some of these drugs. And so now let's talk about anti-anxiety medications, right? Because it's also a very common issue out there. People are dealing with anxiety, right? They grind their teeth. They thrust their tongue into the top of their mouth. They fidget. They twitch. They have tics. They have OCD and all kinds of things, which can be anxiety related. And so what's the first go-to? What's the first thing that most people reach for? What does their doctor tell them they should do? Xanax, right? You've heard of Xanax. Valium, you've heard of Valium. Ativan, all right? We're talking about some serious medications, tranquilizers, and they do come with harmful common side effects. Drowsiness, lack of energy, clumsiness, slow reflexes, slurred speech, confusion and disorientation, and depression, right? Do you want to say, okay, maybe this medication will help with my anxiety, but my trade-off is I'm going to be depressed about it? I mean, really. Dizziness, lightheadedness, impaired thinking and judgment, memory loss, forgetfulness, nausea, blurred and double vision. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, if I ended up with any one, if not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bullet points, if I ended up with one out of these 9 bullet points, I would automatically have anxiety. So think about and read your labels and have these discussions with your doctor, and understand that both depression medication and anti-anxiety medication is physically addictive. It's not something that you can say, mind over matter. These are physically addictive pharmaceuticals. Many are habit forming. Many are extremely difficult to stop taking. Again, once you get on the train, it's hard to get off the train. And now let's talk about that third major issue that is stressing our society as a whole: decreased libido, right? And let's first talk about women, and then we're going to move forward and talk about men. So for women, I'm going to ask you, ladies, have you thought about estrogen therapy? Or do you have a girlfriend who's told you about estrogen therapy? It's like, as common as brushing your teeth. It's incredible. And it's called HRT, hormone replacement therapy. It's incredible how popular this has become, especially considering what I'm about to share with you right now. In 1991, the National Institute of Health set up the Women's Health Initiative. What was that? It was the largest clinical trial ever performed in the United States in order to investigate HRT, hormone replacement therapy. Do you know what happened with that study? They canceled it early. Do you want to know why they canceled it early? Because the artificial hormones that are utilized in HRT, hormone replacement therapy, they increase the risk of women's ovarian and breast cancer. They increase the risk of stroke. They increase the risk of heart disease and blood clots. That's why they canceled the study early. And all of these findings, you don't have to take my word for it. They're all published in the Journal of the American Medical Association. Now, if it's, bad enough for women, let's see what's going on for men, right? HRT, hormone replacement therapy, is known as testosterone for men. And so men, it's your turn to answer the question. Have you been affected by lowered testosterone, decreased libido? Have you talked to some of your man friends? Have they been affected? I can't tell you how many men have told me, oh yeah, I actually go get these pellets put into my buttocks. It's like the thick part of your side buttocks. They literally shoot testosterone pellets into that area. For men, there's all kinds of ways to get testosterone into the male body, patches and injections, etc. And so if you have been faced with this, or if you've got friends who've been faced with this, let me share with you let me pull back the curtain and just kind of share with you what's really going on here. In 2009, a federally funded study on the effects of men taking testosterone was done. That study too was ended early. Why? Because the men were having heart attacks. They literally stopped the study early because the heart attacks increased so severely. If the study had men that were 65 or older, they found that those men were twice as likely to have a heart attack. Can you imagine? Twice as likely. If the men in the study were 65 or younger with a history of heart disease, they had it worse. They were 3 times as likely to have a heart attack. And so the FDA investigated the risk of stroke, the risk of heart attack, the risk of death. And what did they do? They pulled the study early. They stopped the study early. However, the FDA went ahead and approved testosterone products. So I don't really understand the mentality behind that, but there it is, and you deserve to know the truth. And you also, in my opinion, deserve to know the solution, right? The organic solution that does not come with side effects. It's your body. Treat it right, and it'll treat you right. Okay, so let's talk about Neroli infused with coconut oil. First of all, you should know this is our very first roll-on. Literally, you unscrew that beautiful silver cap, and there's a little roller ball on the top, and the Neroli is already infused in coconut oil. Therefore, it's ready to apply. You literally just roll it right onto your skin. We have Organic Neroli Essential Oil infused in Wildcrafted Coconut Oil. Number one thing about Neroli, non-habit forming. Isn't that a pleasure? And number 2 thing about Neroli, you're not going to be exposed to any harmful side effects whatsoever. And the best part is it's going to provide you with immediate healthful benefits for your physical body, for your mind, for your soul. It's incredible, Neroli. Let's talk about those benefits right now. Organic Neroli oil is an orange blossom. Okay, the oil comes from an orange blossom. There are 39 different strands of orange blossom, and we, of course, at Insomnia Organic use only organic, and we take the strand that has the most powerful and potent properties. And one thing that's very interesting about Neroli oil, as well as many of our therapeutic essential oils, they literally are so very potent you cannot apply them directly to your skin unless they're diluted with a carrier oil. And so when we take the most potent part of the actual plant, again, in order to even apply it to your skin, it's important that it's infused with a carrier oil. And so we've taken care of that for you right off the bat. It's ready to go, ready to apply. So let's talk about Neroli oil. First of all, it relieves chronic feelings of sadness naturally. It literally drives away those depressive thoughts. It evokes feelings of joy and happiness. It literally uplifts your overall mood. In addition, it relieves anxiety naturally. Neroli has the therapeutic ability to sedate the body. It sedates all the organs and the systems and the metabolic functions of the body, so it instantly, overall, from head to toe, relieves anxiety and distress and anger. It's also a very powerful anti-inflammatory, so if you've got any inflammation reactions going on anywhere, Neroli is a super solution, and it relieves irritations as well. And it's a natural aphrodisiac. It promotes arousal and increases libido for both men and women. It's incredible. I've had this oil next to me, next to my Mac computer where I do all of our design work, and I love to apply it and roll it on. I mean, it literally, I just can't tell you how relaxed and energetic I feel all at the same time, and there's just no anxiety, there's no stress. It just feels so good. I'm just always rolling it on, and I'm guilty of like rolling it on when my husband, Dr. JJ, is sitting right next to me. We have a really big, long desk at the house, and so I will occasionally roll it on, and he'll be right next to me, and you know, why not? It's a natural aphrodisiac for everybody who smells it, right? So it's a lot of fun, Neroli oil. In addition, it's a powerful antiseptic and antibacterial. So when you apply it, you can actually apply it on cuts and wounds, and it'll protect you from microbial infections. It'll protect you from toxins. It is known to relieve skin conditions and infections caused by bacteria, and it is a delightful emollient. What's an emollient? It makes your skin feel smooth and silky and moisturized. It's absolutely incredible. It has a beautifully perfumed scent. One of our wonderful staff members, our social media support help, her name is Danielle. She loves to utilize Neroli just as a perfume all by itself because it's such a delightful scent, and it can literally add this, you know, very glamorous glow to your skin because it assists you in retaining exactly the right amount of moisture and oil to balance your skin. So have fun with it as you apply it. You know, you could apply it to the tops of your hands if you want those hands to have that really youthful glow and have that skin balanced on the top of your hands. Some of the best places to apply Neroli would be to your wrists and your temples, and it's wonderful. In addition, Neroli safeguards you. It's incredible, and it's very well known for multiple aspects in relation to good health. So you can literally massage your Neroli oil right onto your abdomen, and that will help you relieve stomach aches, intestinal disorders, digestive issues. If you're feeling gassy or bloated, absolutely put your Neroli oil and massage it onto the abdomen. In addition, it's going to maintain a healthy metabolic rate. It's going to help you do that. It's also going to promote proper circulation, right? How many of us have improper circulation? You know, if your hands or feet go numb, or you get little pins and needles, or if they're cold, it's a great thing to utilize Neroli oil to help promote proper circulation. It can also boost your immune system, you know, so how great is that? And in addition, it can curb the production of excess mucus. And one of the best parts of Neroli is it promotes new cell generation. So really incredible. Now, I mentioned earlier that it was infused already into one of the best carrier oils known, and we utilize Wildcrafted Coconut Oil inside the bottle, inside the roll-on. And Wildcrafted Coconut Oil is known for blocking harmful ultraviolet rays, right? This is one ingredient that we use very diversely throughout a lot of our products here at Insomnia Organics because of that key element right there, the fact that it can block harmful ultraviolet rays. In addition, coconut oil is scientifically proven to improve the moisture and lipid content of your skin. Very important. And it does that through the very nourishing vitamin E content within the coconut oil. Coconut oil is extremely rich in proteins. And so what? What does that do for you? Well, it allows quick tissue repair at the cellular level. And so this is a carrier oil, ladies and gentlemen, and it literally carries the therapeutic benefits of neroli more quickly and directly into the human body. So you're better off with it than without it. And so you've got your gorgeous Neroli Roll-On. And how do you get it, right? How do we get this done? Well, it's very simple. You're just going to visit your Isante Executives Join button, right? Go to their website, click on the big blue Join button at the upper right-hand corner. By the way, the color of our blue here at Isante Organics is Sky's the Limit blue. So click on that big blue Join button, and then you get to choose, right? You can choose to join at retail, and as a retail customer, you're going to be joining for free, and then you can order Neroli at retail. Or why not choose wholesale, right? You can choose to become a wholesale website owner. You'll end up owning your very own wholesale website with lifetime membership and access to wholesale pricing whenever you want it on every product. And that's just a one-time $29.95 price. How exciting is that? And even better, if you refer 3.3, you can actually get your Neroli oil paid for. So I want you to visualize having your own wholesale website. I want you to visualize referring 3.3 people to Neroli oil, and they purchase it from your website, and they become your retail customer. The minute that happens, the minute 3.3 are ordering it at retail from your website, we're reimbursing you and giving you a commission check, because our retail commission that we pay people who refer is 30%. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, you're very welcome to go to www.gogreengetpaid.com, and you can learn about all of our products and how well we pay. I hope you've enjoyed learning about Neroli Roll-On. Definitely roll it on yourself and tell a friend. This is Angie Levine, your Chief Marketing Officer, signing off.